everyone, welcome to Vaagdevi tutorials. Those who are new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe. Today in this video we will discuss about limits formulae and one rule to find the limits if the answer of the limit is 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, that is undefined form. First we will see limits formulas. Limit extends to 0, sin x is equals to 0. First, when we apply the limit, that is x is equals to 0, it will become as sin 0. What is the value of sin 0? 0. So limit extends to 0, sin x is equals to 0. Second, limit extends to 0, cos x is equals to 1. When we apply the limits x is equals to 0, then cos 0, what is the value of cos 0? 1. So limit extends to 0, cos x is equals to 1. Limit extends to 0, sin x by x is equals to 1. So if any question is in the form limit extends to 0, sin x by x, then the answer is 1. Here what we have to write means we have to write the x coefficient, means sin x. In numerator, what is the coefficient of x, that we have to write as answer. For example, limit extends to 0, sin ax by x, then what is the answer? A, because x coefficient is here A. So sin ax by x is equals to A. So we have to write the x coefficient as answer when it is in the form sin x by x. Limit extends to 0, sin x by x, then the answer is 1. We have to write the x coefficient. In numerator, the x coefficient we have to write. So same, limit extends to 0, x by sin x. So in this form also the answer is 1. Next formula, limit extends to 0, tan x by x is equals to 1. Same as sin, the numerator x coefficient we have to write tan x by x. What is the coefficient in numerator x? 1. So answer is 1. For example, limit extends to 0, tan ax by x. What is the formula? A, because the coefficient of x in numerator is A. So the answer is A. So we have to focus on the numerator x coefficient. So but it should be in the form tan x by x. So limit extends to 0, tan x by x is equals to 1. Same, limit extends to 0, x by tan x is also 1. Next, limit extends to 0, log of 1 plus x by x is equals to 1. So if any question is in the form log of 1 plus x by x, the answer is 1. Limit extends to 0, log of 1 plus x by x is equals to 1. Next formula, limit extends to 0, e power x is equals to 1. When you apply the limits, means x is equals to 0, then e power 0 is equals to 1. Anything power 0, 1. So e power 0 is equals to 1. So limit extends to 0, e power x is equals to 1. Next formula, limit extends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x. Then what is the formula? 1. Limit extends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is equals to 1. Next formula, limit extends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x is equals to log a. So what is the value in the place of a? We have to write after log. Limit extends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x is equals to log a. So we have to write log before a. Limit extends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x. So what is in the place of a? We have to write that value. That value should be preceded with log. Okay, if for example limit extends to 0, 6 power x minus 1 by x, then what is the answer? Log 6. So what is the value in place of a? We have to write that value preceded with log. Okay, log a. Limit extends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by x whole power x is equals to e. What is the formula? Limit extends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by x whole power x is equals to e. Next, limit extends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by x whole power x is equals to e, and also limit extends to minus infinity, 1 plus 1 by x whole power x is also e. So extends to infinity 1 plus 1 by x whole power x is the answer is e. Limit extends to minus infinity, 1 plus 1 by x whole power x is also answer is e. So these are the formulas of limits. Next we will see one rule, that is L'Hospital rule, LH rule. When if any question given limit extends to 0 f of x by g of x, when we apply the limits to that, if answer is 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, then we will use one rule called L'Hospital rule. If we apply the limits to the question, means limit extends 0 f of x by g of x, if the question is like this, if we apply the limits to that, if the answer is 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity or any undefined form, we have to use one rule, that is L'Hospital rule. If when we apply the limits, if we get any undefined form means 0 by 0 and infinity by infinity, we have to use one rule called L'Hospital rule. How we use this L'Hospital rule means, first we have to differentiate the numerator, next we have to differentiate the denominator, then we have to apply the limits. This is the L'Hospital rule, where we have to use, and when we have to use L'Hospital rule means, if we apply the limits to any question, if the answer is 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, that is undefined forms, then we have to use L'Hospital rule. What is L'Hospital rule means, first we have to differentiate the numerator, we have to do differentiation for numerator, next we have to differentiate the denominator, so then we have to apply the limits. First we have to differentiate the numerator and next we have to differentiate the denominator. After doing differentiation of both numerator and denominator, we have to apply the limits. Okay, this is L'Hospital rule. First we will see one example. Example, limit extends to 0, 3 power x minus 1 by x. You will get one idea that we can directly apply formula that a power x minus 1 by x is equals to log 3, but by this rule only we got that formula log a. We can see how this formula came through L'Hospital rule. First we will apply limits. Limit extends to 0 means we have to keep x is equals to 0. 3 power 0 minus 1 by 0, anything power 0 is 1, so 1 minus 1 by 0 is equal to 0 by 0, so undefined form. So we have to go to L'Hospital rule, so we have to apply L'Hospital rule. What is L'Hospital rule? First we have to differentiate numerator and next we have to differentiate the denominator and then we have to apply the limits. So same thing I did here. Limit extends to 0, first I differentiated the numerator 3 power x, that is in the form a power x. Differentiation of a power x is a power x log a. There I have written, side I have written d by dx of a power x is equals to a power x log a. What is differentiation of a power x? A power x log a. So here in place of a 3 is there, so 3 power x into log 3. Differentiation of constant 0, so minus 0 by differentiation of x 1 by 1. So I have differentiate the numerator 3 power x minus 1, then I went to differentiate denominator. Okay, first we have to differentiate the numerator and next we have to differentiate the denominator and then we have to apply the limits. So I did two steps. First step is I differentiated the numerator, next I differentiated the denominator, next I have to apply the limits. So after differentiating numerator and denominator, I got limit extends to 0, 3 power x log 3 by 1. After applying limits means x is equals to 0, 3 power 0 into log 3 by 1. So 3 anything power 0 1, 1 into log 3. So this is the way we have to apply the L'Hospital rule. First step is we have to differentiate the numerator and second step we have to differentiate the denominator and then we have to apply the limits. For this you can 3 power x minus 1 by x, you can directly apply the formula, but how to use this L'Hospital rule through this example I have explained. So you can apply direct formula also, but if any case formula is not there, we got 0 by 0 infinity by infinity, in that case we have to use L'Hospital rule. So L'Hospital rule how to use, how to use L'Hospital rule is clear, and how you got that answer formula also you have cleared through this L'Hospital rule. So how you got that a power x minus 1 by x is equals to log a through this model only. Okay, you can also apply direct formula, or if in any case you got 0 by 0 and infinity by infinity, you can go through this rule called L'Hospital rule. So thank you. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.